Hi guys, here I'm going to show you how to update and edit and add blog posts. The blog is under the top right here. You go under the blog section. It takes you to the blog roll page. It's titled blog, but we can change this to whatever you like. And here it displays the title, a small blurb from the text of the blog post, and as well as when it was posted, by who, because you're logged in as admin, it shows admin, and it's under the blog category. And it shows there's 0 comments. So this shows every single blog post that you have so far on your blog. If you click on the title, it takes you to the individual blog page where it shows you all the content of the blog post and any images you have. At the bottom, it allows you to add comments where you just, people would type in wherever they want to hear, hit submit, and these comments aren't live until you activate them or approve them in the back end. And if people want to share things, so if like this is delicious, dig, stumble upon, Twitter, Facebook. So these are Twitter and Facebook are the most popular by far. But if someone clicks this, they'd be taken to the Facebook page and have a little blurb with the image, so they can easily share your blog post. And you can do this as well if you want to add it to your page. So let's go into the back end and show you how to add, edit, and update these. So log into your back end, and we're going to be dealing with posts. So if you go under the posts, you have posts, add new, categories, and post tags. Categories are just the different, like the plant types, and the category to make it the post a blog is the blog category. So I'll show you. Post tags you don't have to worry about, you can ignore that. So the annuals, these are the different categories. You got annuals, the subcategories within that, and then you see the blog one. Notice there's only 5 because those are the only 5. There's only 5 blog posts. So let's go under posts. You'll notice that it shows the products as well. And the reason behind this is because the products are actually advanced posts, blog posts. They're posts that have the product's attributes to them, such as like the price, the product details, the product image, all that stuff. Blog posts are less advanced, but it's not, like just going to posts is not, you could go through here and try and find individual blog posts, but by far the easiest way to go is make sure you, whenever you put one on, you add a new one, you make sure it's under the blog category, and that way you'd just be able to filter by category, and this way you only see the blog posts. You can do a quick edit where you can update the title, add it to different categories. Don't do that, just keep it, make sure it's under a blog and just keep it under blog. You can change the status to it, but if you want to do any of the major editing, you actually click on the title, and this is where the magic happens. So you got the title here, you get the main content of your blog, you got an image, you have the top right where it's published, you can make sure it's a draft or published mode. The categories is a different category you want it in. You have to make sure if it's a blog post, it's under the blog post categories. So you make sure that's tagged when you update the blog post. You notice it's a little bit different than the product page because you don't have all the product information down here. But overall, beyond that is pretty similar. In this main content section, you have 2 views. You have the visual view, which is how we read things and kind of how we see things on the web. And then there's the HTML view, which is the code view. So here's an example. This is the image that's to the right of the text here. You will be doing 99% of everything in here. If you ever have any questions about the HTML view, or if you have to do anything in that, let me know and I'll be happy to help you out. So this is where you add the text. You can copy and paste. You can type things in here. I'm going to highlight some text to show you. So we can do bold, we can make things italic, cross through, make bullets, we can number bullets, quotes, float to the left, center, to the right. If we want to make a link, so we highlight the text that we want to make a link of, so planning methods. Hit this link button in this section, just paste whatever link we want that text to link to, and hit insert, and that way, if that was done, you could click this planning methods and it'd take you to whatever page you wanted it to go to. If you want to do spell check, we got that going too. And the more advanced editing is the images. So if you want to add an image, this is how you do it. First of all, you decide where you want the image to go. Say I want it right here to guarding tools, and since this image floats to the right, I want this one to float to the left. So I'm going to put my cursor where I want it, so that's good. Far left, right next to guarding tools, so I want an image around there. In this top section we have above and upload and insert. If you highlight over it, it shows you can add an image. This next one is a video, then audio, and then media. If you ever want to do the video, audio, or other media, just let me know. I can help you out. Majority of this, I doubt you'll ever have to, but if you ever want to, just let me know. I'd be happy to help. And then, but if you want to add an image, simply click this Add an Image button. Here, you got this pop-up, and this shows you different places of where you can grab images. You can grab them directly from your computer. Cancel. You can go directly from a URL. If you grab the URL of an image, so you just put in the URL here and the title here. The media library is all the images I've uploaded to your media section to the far left. See where my cursor is? It's darkened, but that's where it is. And the gallery is if you upload pictures from your computer that you want to specifically add to this post. They're kept in a gallery. They call it a gallery. That's where your gallery is. So say we want to upload from our computer. Here's a good photo. So we got the picture name, file type, when it was uploaded, and the size of the picture. It's 720 by 540, so that's a good size picture, and you'll see how big that is in a second. You have the title of the picture, which is right here, and this the alt text, caption, and description you don't really have to worry about. If you wanted a caption underneath the image, you just type it in here, but other than that, I don't deal with any of this other stuff. Link URL is if you click the image where it'd take you to the page of, it shows you a bigger image. I'll show you that as well. You can get rid of that. That's not necessarily. What that does is if you want it to click through to something else, say if you want an image to click through to your gift certificate page, you copy and paste your gift certificate URL here, and then when someone clicks on that image, it would take you to that gift certificate page. Alignment, remember we wanted this to be to the left, and this is the size option. So we can go full size, thumb, medium. You don't have the option for large because, I mean, their large is already pretty full size. So we want a little bit smaller. 300 by 225 is a good size. 720 by 540, that would take up pretty much the entire size of the blog post. So there would be no alignment to the left. It'd just be like a big image and then text above it and a text below it. So we were going to go smaller, 300 by 225. And let's insert that into the post. So here we are. We're still in the visual view. We see the image. And you notice how like the text is right up on the image. We don't want that. So, and we also have to do one more step to make sure it flows to the left and the text aligns to the right, so it wraps around it. So if you click on the image, you can either delete it in this button, this cross, or hit the picture button. Edit image. And here we can change the size by percentage. We can change it. We can change the alignment, edit the image title, all this stuff that we talked about. But to make sure it works, fits properly, and it looks correctly, we have to go to Advanced Settings, where we're going to go down here to Styles. Here, we want it to float to the left and have the image, the text wrap around it. So if you do this, if you type this in, float, colon, left, semicolon, that's saying telling the image to float to the left and have everything, the text, wrap around it. But the text is right up on it, so you want a little bit of padding there. So if you do padding, just put a space, padding, colon, 5 pixels is just like it's little dots on the screen. So across the website there's around 960 pixels to give you an idea, just from left to right. So 5 is not a very big amount, but I'll show you how much that is. 5 px semicolon. float colon left semicolon padding or space padding colon 5px, which means pixels, semicolon. So that's in there under the style section. And then you just hit update, and you'll notice there's a little bit of padding here now. And if we go to preview changes to see what this new image looks like in your blog post, we go down, we see our image right where it's supposed to be by Guarding Tools, with a little bit of padding between the text, and the text is wrapped around it. And that is how to add images. And if you wanted to do that to the float to the right, you simply, instead of float left, you do float right. It's that simple. And that is how you add images to your blog posts.